Do you want your Christmas decor to look custom and curated, not cookie cutter? Well, on today's episode, I've got some DIY IKEA hacks that will instantly elevate your holiday style. And even if you don't live near an IKEA, you will still walk away with some DIY ideas that you can recreate with items that you can find in stores near you. So, are you ready to take the ordinary and turn it into extraordinary? Let's go shopping. A big thank you to Wild Grain for partnering with me on this episode. We're here, let's go shopping. Even though most of the items that we need for Christmas are on the main floor, especially near the checkout, we're gonna head upstairs just to see if there's anything new and exciting up here that we can check out. Immediately there's some Christmas decor. This is kind of fun. I don't think we're gonna get that. This could be fun to make over. I'll think on that. We can get that downstairs. And this kind of reminds me of snowman. That's definitely hackable. Already some cute ideas. Really like to see this decked out for Christmas. That would be so cute, especially with the green, but they didn't. But I can't always have to come and check out the Hill Tarp sofa. Another added benefit of coming upstairs is I am trying to get 10,000 steps a day in, and this is definitely going to help me get that goal. So yeah, 10,000 steps a day is what I'm trying to do. Walk, 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 walk. For health. Okay, these ones are kind of little, but I do have an idea for something like this. But I think I'll wait to grab anything Christmas until I'm downstairs, just because I want to see the whole selection. But another reason I'm up here is that I gotta get Dolly her toy, you know? All of the kitchens are the same, and of course, last time I shared this with you, which was so fun. I love this. I think it's so fun to see some of their commercial-based ideas, because even those ideas can translate into home things. So I am buzzing right through here. If you have a 4-poster bed, this is a really cute idea that you could do, and maybe even dangle ornaments a little bit further down in the back of the headboard area. It's kind of a fun idea, right? Okay, we are almost to Dolly's toys. Let's go see what we can find. Do we want to give her a cat? That could be kind of fun. Let's see. I think I got her this bunny last time. This could be fun, a little teddy bear with a heart. This could be good. This monkey, she liked that one. What? A leopard? That is so neat. They even have it in a smaller version. I think this is a perfect one for her, unless they have something Christmas inspired, then we might save this for another time. But in the meantime, let's head down to the marketplace. Okay, they have these cute little tea towels. That's a possibility. I don't know if I'll do those or not, but that would be definitely something hackable. Okay, there's our little tea towels all spread out, so maybe I'll have to grab those. Okay, so you know I always have to stop in the pillow section. They have really thinned out their options. This is a good thing? I don't know. Let's check it out. It just occurred to me that I probably should have tracked my steps before and after, just to see how many steps it was to walk through here. But we're doing good. Okay, we hacked this the last time we were here, but I swear it was like $14.99 and now they have it marked $24.99. I'm gonna have to go back and check, but I'm pretty sure I only paid $14.99 for it. I'm thinking I have an idea for this one. It's just their plain one. I do have another idea for my front porch, but it might be fun to give this a try. We'll see if I have time, but I am gonna grab one just in case. So here we go. Ooh, it's heavy one-handed. And every time I come here, I look at this, and it's kind of on a now or never. It's just so soft and it's neutral, and I like the design because it's so subtle but pretty. Am I gonna regret not getting that? I gotta stay focused. I need Christmas stuff today. I am the prize. It's red and pink. I was hoping it was red and white. Red and pink reminds me more of Valentine's Day than Christmas. So I've done stuff with a white poinsettia and this red poinsettia in the past, so I already have that in my collection. Also, I have done hacks on these as well. These are super cute to hack. So if you haven't seen those ones, definitely go back and check out some of my past years' Christmas holiday hacks here at IKEA. And get some good ideas for those. I'm really speed walking, so I've got my heart rate up. It's good. I'm even starting to break a sweat. Red frames could definitely be good for the holiday season. So you've got that to choose from. But I have some other ideas kind of pre-planned. So let's see if we can go find the items that I've scouted. Okay, we are almost to our target destination. Should I get one of these for Dolly instead of like the snow leopard? So I could always do the snow leopard, right? There's that, or a little gnome. Dolly could like that. Oh my goodness. I'm thinking I'm gonna not do the leopard this time, but it will be on my list for an upcoming episode. I'm really contemplating, I think I'm gonna get her the gnome. The gnome's a little bit big. Maybe the little Santa guy. Let's do that. Okay, and around the corner here, I have something planned for these. It's not a Christmas season on Design the Nines if I don't do some kind of Christmas lamp post, and these ones are really big. They do have the smaller one, but I am just always drawn to the bigger stuff, right? I'm gonna grab 2 of these because I have an idea, and whether they end up indoors or outdoors is to be determined. If I was doing a snowflake theme, which I have done in the past, this little candle base would be so cute to hack. So just keep that in mind, but not today for me. But over here, I have been thinking about this one. However, I think the price of this is a little high, but nonetheless, I am intrigued by it because it's kind of fun. I was gonna get 2 of them, but at $24.99, like I'm debating not getting it and just getting one that I know is more affordable. Or I might just get one just for fun, just to see what we can do with it, and I'll be the guinea pig. But I will just say, I think you can find something very similar for less money elsewhere. That's not always the case. A lot of times IKEA is a really good price, but on that one, but I just noticed this. If you saw my thrifting episode this year, you would know that that is kind of perfect. And how much is it? $6.99. It is plastic, it's not real, but I feel like I kind of have to get at least one of them. So, and that goes. I totally forgot one of the items back in the marketplace, so I am gonna go check out the as-is section and hope that they have something there. If not, we're gonna have to run back and get that. And there is the matter of the Christmas ornaments. So we're, like I said, I came with like kind of a plan in mind, and we're doing really good so far. So here's the Christmas ornaments section. Okay, so these are kind of small. Maybe, we'll see. I'm gonna still think on this. So I may get this. Seeing it in person though, I was hoping it was just red and white stripes, but this one has a little green in it. Yeah, like it's a forest green. I don't know if you can see that. I think we could still make this work, so we'll get one of these. But right around the corner, they have two really cute tablecloths. And this one's really long, 126 by 57. But I love that kind of linen look with the stripe. Super, super cute. That might be a little long for my table. This one is also cute, and I think it could really work for my table. Maybe instead of the pillow. I know it's like the same price, or like pretty close to the same price. It's a tablecloth, and so it's more justifiable in my own mind. So I might get the red tablecloth. I'm gonna think about it while I go into the as-is section. Just in case you don't want to paint something like I'm gonna do, that one is super, super cute. And then this one looks like a half a peppermint candy. So I really like these two porch mats, so that's something to consider as well. And this is, my friends, why you always check the as-is section, because today it is stocked so well. Let me show you what they've got. The as-is section is always so hit and miss. Today it's a hit, not a miss. Even though I might not end up getting anything, if I were, there's plenty to choose from. So they have a ton of these baskets in here for $3.99. These would make excellent gift baskets. Such a good buy. Our little tea towels are in the as-is section, and since I didn't go ahead and get the pillow cover, I think I'm gonna grab one of these and do something kind of similar to what I was gonna do with the pillow, but with a tea towel. What do you think? I'm gonna park my cart over here under customer cart parking, and I'm gonna go run and get that thing that I forgot, and hopefully the fastest possible way. I added a few steps to my walking today, and we're gonna go check out. So we got our IKEA items. I have broken a sweat. I walked a lot, and I think we should check and see how many steps I did. You guys! 10,406 steps. That means I met my goal for today, and there's still light outside. Before I went here, I think I was about at 5,500, maybe 6,000 steps. Thank you to IKEA, I have met my steps for the day. In the meantime, I think we should get home and start making over these items. I am back from IKEA, and I found some really fun pieces, and I can't wait to transform them. First up is that red lantern. We're going to be turning it into a Christmas lamppost for my mantle, or actually two of them. After all, it wouldn't be Christmas here on Design to the Nines without one, right? Now these IKEA lanterns could be festive all on their own, but we can do better, right? No IKEA? Try Hobby Lobby, Michael's, or Walmart, or even thrift stores. So I weighed a whole bunch of different options as far as the base. I went to several different stores seeing if I could find like a plant stand or a lamp or something to just make it very simple. And I even went to the thrift store where I have definitely found and scored some like lamps that would be perfect in the past. But I was looking for something kind of specific, and on my timeline, I couldn't make that happen. And that's okay, because I had a backup plan, and that was to get an exterior porch post from Lowe's. We're gonna just measure from middle to middle, and that is 40 1/4 inches. So this is gonna be mirrored. This is gonna be mirrored. This is gonna be exact. This bottom half is kind of where it gets weird. So the first thing we're gonna do is cut this in half, and then we will kind of determine the how much of the chunkiness on the we're gonna keep. So I'm gonna cut right in the center. That was a nice cut. All right, so now we need to determine the height. And see, right now, these are the same height, except for they're actually not, because this one obviously has it's the base of the the porch beam. So it's a lot different. And by the way, like I mentioned, you can make really cute candlesticks out of these. Height-wise, how do we like that? Actually, that's not bad. Here's also what we're dealing with. I got this planter pot to act as like the base, and so that will be here. So we need to take that into consideration. Although we could technically leave it this height, because of the planter pot that I bought and because of where it's going, I think I am gonna cut down a little bit on the bottom of this, and I just need to decide how much. I measured down 7 inches, and we're gonna cut off whatever's left over, and then we'll see how that looks. So. And then we can totally keep this, because I know we can make something out of this, and especially out of the other one, because it's going to be much longer. So there we go. Okay, so this is going to be kind of the base cap to kind of make it feel a little bit more like actual lamppost. And so in order to do that, I'm going to cut it out now with a hot knife. I'm going to use pencil, even though it's like the same color. I think it will still be able to see the line. And we're going to just trace that out. Because we are going to be cutting through with a hot knife, melting plastic essentially, I'm going to put on my Shevator mask. It only makes sense. All right, here we go. It might be a little snug. I actually hope it's a little snug anyways. Look at that! Perfect! And then we'll just need to take it nice and slow cutting, and we should be good to go. Then I wanted to also create something for the lamppost to sit on that was a little bit more substantial than just the top of our porch post. So I had some scrap wood that I just kind of made into a square. I believe it was about 6 to 7 inches square, somewhere in there. And it doesn't really matter as long as it fits on the bottom part of the post. So far, so good, right? This is easy and totally doable. And then I just took a couple of brad nails, nailed that into place just to kind of tack it in while the wood glue dried, and just to give it a little bit more stability. But before we paint, I sanded down some of the rough spots, because it being an exterior post, it's a rough cut and it will be kind of uneven. So I did the best I could to smooth out some of those rough spots. I probably could have even given it a little bit more attention, but it was pretty good. So then I went about painting. I didn't prime. You could do that if you want, but this was just easy peasy. So, and I only did 1 coat of paint, which I thought was fine, but you could also do 2 or 3 coats depending on what you are looking for. And so then I let that dry. That was pretty simple, right? So the next thing we need to do is just slide our little planter pot on the base, and because I cut it so close, it kind of snugged on nice and good. And so just try to cut that really precisely if you can, and then you won't have to do any additional steps. Then all we needed to do was screw our lantern on top of our base. Now, if you wanted to even add a little bit more stability, you could use some liquid nail or some kind of construction adhesive to add some additional support to this. And our lamppost portion is done. Now, I think we can make it even a little bit cuter. And also, let's talk about the color combination. I decided to not match the red to the top, because I actually liked the contrast of the black and the red. We could even add like little gold accents if we want to really make it festive, but I think it looks good as is. But I think we can embellish it a little bit. So I ordered off of Amazon some remote operated faux candles, because this is going to be on my mantle. It's going to be up higher. And plus you want kind of like a big chunky candle in this, and I think we got the right size. But wait, there's more, because I think we could one up it even more. And I ordered also these really adorable like cabinet wreaths off of Amazon. They are really, really cute and just a simple addition. So all I did was take the ribbon that was already attached to it and tie that to like the little hook for the lamp post, and then I kind of folded it backwards. So I didn't want to cut off any of the ribbon, and this helped us to get it centered just so. In the end, I absolutely love how these turned out. They are beautiful, classy, and they are going to add such personality onto my fireplace mantle. Right now, I just kind of got it moderately staged, but I cannot wait to see it fully decked out when we get to that point in decorating. So I hope you loved that hack.
Dolly, what did you do? What did you do? This is not a toy. This
was supposed to be for my light up present.
What did you do? Got you a real toy, and now I don't think you deserved it. You ripped up my bow. Look, I'm not very happy with you right now.
So here's our ruined bow. You know, it's made out of paper. I didn't really like it that much anyway, so we're gonna run with it. Maybe it's a happy accident. All right, while Dolly tries to redeem herself from chewing up the bow on that IKEA Christmas box, I'm gonna tell you about this episode's sponsor, Wild Grain. I am obsessed with them. If you've been here a while, you know how I love sourdough and how I had a little snafu trying to learn how to make it, and how Wild Grain saved the day from the woes of trying to bake it myself. A big thank you to them for partnering with me on this episode. I'm actually a pretty decent baker, but sourdough just did not come naturally to me, and I don't have the time to invest into perfecting it. So I'm really glad I have Wild Grain, which is a bake from frozen subscription box packed with fresh sourdough breads, pastas, and pastries, and it all bakes in under 25 minutes. This month's box had so many festive goodies, including a few things that were perfect for a little holiday tray that I'm working on that's coming up in a little bit. You'll see that come together soon, and it's very on theme, let me just tell you. But can we just talk about this beautiful sourdough bread? It's fresh out of the oven and so worth it. I cannot wait to break into this and give it a try. It's everything you want in a bakery loaf, but it's from your own freezer. You can customize your box with all of your favorites, and the best part, with every order, Wild Grain donates 2 meals to a nonprofit you choose. And they work with small artisan bakeries around the country, which just makes me love them even more, especially around the holidays. It feels good to support small makers who pour so much love into what they do. And it shows. It's amazing. So just use my coupon code to get $30 off your first box, plus free croissants for life. I'm just telling you, these are amazing. Just click on the link in my description to get started, and trust me, it is so worth it. Let's dive into the next DIY project, but before we do, I want to do a little sampling because I just cannot stand it anymore. This artisan butter was in my box. It looks amazing, and I cannot wait to test it out. I love how crunchy the outside is, and it's definitely super chewy. We're gonna get a little bit of this artisan butter and put it on our bread. All right, shall we try this? It is so good. I love sourdough bread. All right, to make our gingerbread man cutting board out of this plain IKEA one, here's what I did. All I did is I found a cute little gingerbread man shape off of Canva, put it on an 8.5 by 11 paper, printed it out, and then all I did was take a pencil and like scribble on the back side and then trace that on, and it did transfer some of that graphite onto my cutting board, and then I darkened it up a little bit because I could see the outline, and I darkened it up before I took it out into my workshop to cut it. Okay, now we're gonna just take a jigsaw and cut this out. Hopefully it will be easy peasy, and then we'll sand down the edges, and this is gonna be a very simple project. All this is you're just very carefully taking your jigsaw, cutting it in this direction or that direction, and being very careful, especially when you get in those tight corners. There we go, we're gonna do a little touch-up work, but we're doing good. Because we've got like some rough edges, I don't know if you can see that or not very well, I am going to start with a pretty high grit sandpaper, 80, and then we'll do some fine tuning after that. There we go. And we're gonna sand away. This literally took probably less than 15-20 minutes to make. It is so adorable. Now this is a small cutting board. You could make a bigger version. You would just have to need to divide out your image on like a multiple sheets of printer paper. But this is so adorable. It's gonna make great decor, and I can even put cookies on it. You'll see that maybe in a minute coming up, but there is many ways that you can use this gingerbread cutting board, and I have made different ones in the past. I've made pumpkins for fall. I've done a tree one in the past. I love cutting boards. I have a bunch of them, and I think that this one is gonna be really on point with my theme this year, which is gingerbread houses, gingerbread men, and gingerbread in general. So I love it, and I hope that you love it too. It's so super adorable, and it was so simple to do. Up next, we are gonna work on that red tablecloth that we got at IKEA. Now this plain red tablecloth is something that you can probably find pretty much anywhere. I mean, especially this time of year, you will be just fine to find a plain red tablecloth. But I thought we could elevate this and make it a little bit more fun by adding some vinyl on it. And what I did is I found a font that I liked, and I will actually download this image if you want to reuse it, and put Merry Christmas. And so what I did is I cut enough out so for it to repeat 3 times. So Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. You could do whatever text you want for your design. Then I just cut it out in heat transfer vinyl on my Cricut machine, uploaded it into Cricut Design Studio. Make sure you mirror the image and all of that, and just weed it. And then I ironed it on with my Easy Press. Just a little bit of fun and a little bit of oomph into it, and it's gonna look so adorable when we get all the decorations going, which is gonna be happening really soon. I'm getting really antsy to start, but it's gonna be happening very, very soon. But so easy, such an adorable touch to this tablecloth, and just elevates it just enough to make it really fun and custom. Now you'll remember a couple of months ago on a previous episode, I went into the as is section and I found this bamboo tray, and honestly, I think it was like $13. Not like the best price ever. I think you could find something similar at a thrift store or at Ross or something for even less. I just got it because it's an IKEA item, and sometimes I just like to make them over, and I painted on some red chalk paint, and that's gonna act as our primer because chalk paint is really sticking and really good. However, this color of red was not quite right for all of our IKEA red that we've got, which is a little bit more on the orangey side. Like I said, I am gonna be mixing in some other colors of red, but I wanted to keep it kind of consistent here. So once the chalk paint primer dried, I went back in with just a regular red acrylic paint that matched a little bit better, and it also had a little bit of a sheen to it. So I did maybe 2 coats of that. So all in all, we've got the chalk paint layer and then 2, and that was it. I let that fully dry, and while it was drying, I went onto Etsy, found this really adorable gingerbread bakery image off of there, and bought it, downloaded it, and then I uploaded it in Cricut Design Studio, made sure it was the right dimensions, and cut it out. And then I just put some transfer tape on it and plunked it on the tray. Overall, this tray is really stinking adorable. I love it. It is so cute and it was so easy to do. We're just talking a couple of coats of paint, cutting it out in vinyl, and boom. There's different ways you could do this. You could use that same graphite paper or transfer the image and hand paint it on, but vinyl is super fast, super simple, and it gives it a very polished look. So hopefully that gets you thinking about things and how you can really elevate the items that you find at IKEA or elsewhere with a few small tweaks. Okay, now it's time to plate up our gingerbread cookies here for our gingerbread man tray that we just finished up. This will look so perfect with that, right? And look at these cookies. Oh my goodness. All right, we're gonna be one cookie short because we are gonna sample this. Look how nice and chewy those are. Oh my word. That is hands down the absolute best gingerbread cookie I have ever had in my life, and I am not lying. This is amazing. It's so good. I wish they had these year round because these are so good. I shouldn't even be having it because they're so sweet, but they're so good. Bow that Dolly chewed up? Well, it turns out I really didn't like it anyway, so maybe she saved us. I took it up into my craft room. All I did was make a simple bow, and it's literally just twist, loop, and try to make them gradually get ever so slightly bigger, but we don't need like a drastic difference. And then I cut off the wire after I twisted it on and hot glued that right in the center. And then I just proceeded to zhuzh it up a little bit with a poinsettia, some berries, some greenery to just really make it festive. This is simple and it just takes a little bit of creativity and trying to keep it on your color theme. In the end, it is so much cuter than the way it started. Plus the lights also give a soft magical glow under your tree or on a table, wherever you ended up putting this. So you can find similar light up boxes at Hobby Lobby or Michael's, and I even saw one at Aldi's. So you can find them pretty much anywhere you want, and they are such a cute touch for empty corners or under the tree. Come here, Miss Dolly. Come here, come here. Come here. All right, Missy. Now I know you were a little naughty, but you are a good girl most of the time, and you look so stinking cute in this little Christmas dress. So I got you a toy. Do you want your toy? Do you want your toy? You're such a good girl. Do you love it? Okay, there you go. Go have fun. You're so sweet. Love you. Ever feel overwhelming, like the lists that never end and the pressure to make everything perfect creeps in, just pause. You don't need to spend a ton of money or have every single detail right. Cozy textures, a warm loaf of bread, a few clever flips, and that's all it takes to create something magical. You're not behind, you're not late, you're exactly where you need to be. So light the candles, bake the bread, and give yourself a little grace this season. And if you want that cozy bakery feel without the stress, don't forget, you can still grab $30 off your first wild grain box plus free croissants for life, and those are divine with my code. The link's below. You've got this, and your home's about to feel like Christmas magic, I promise. And if you enjoyed this episode, here's another one that I think you'll like as well. And to all of you, just a reminder, you are powerful. We'll see you next time. Bye.